Welcome back to the EdTech Takeout. This is episode 118. I'm joined today by my official co-host, Gina Rogers.
How long do you think it's going to be
until
that you continue to call me the official co-host?
I don't know. I mean, maybe forever.
Maybe forever?
Yeah. I mean, we'll decide. I guess you'll have to. Do you think you'll catch it if I don't say it now?
I will be listening for it every time.
I know. I guess you have. We've been doing this together now for a while.
We've been Facebook official for a while.
I'm so sorry. I'll take it out next time.
Okay.
I'll think of another word. Maybe I'll fill it in with a different word every time.
Every time. My stunning co-host.
I was thinking ridiculous, but whatever.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So this is the last episode for 2020 and 2023. Oh my
It's been a rough couple of years for Mindy. She thinks that she's still in 2020.
Still in orbit around the Earth of 2020. I can't get myself back.
No, it's 2023.
It is. That's right. Almost the end of it, to be specific there. So we thought we'd send this year out with a few quick little nuggets. So shall we do it?
Yeah.
Started with Google things, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's start with some Google nuggets.
Okay. I want you to start with this first one, which I think is dumb, but go ahead.
I think it's awesome. I know you think it's dumb, but okay. So now when you go into your insert menu in Google Slides.
Yes, that's correct.
And then you go to insert photo. There is an option for GIFs and stickers now, which I think is awesome because you don't need to have an additional extension.
But everybody already has that extension installed. Everybody's got Giphy installed already.
But now you don't have
It's 2020.
I mean, it's
come on.
2020. I mean, in the past. No, but you don't have to. You don't have to delete that little thing anymore.
I know.
I
And
imagine they're
appreciate
probably
that.
all
Yeah, they're probably super
licensed
boring
or whatever.
and
They're
probably
not
boring then.
If you want some that are a little more
Spicy.
a little spicy,
Don't.
maybe keep the Giphy around.
All
But
right.
if you want ones that are just, safe for school.
Right. Which is important, really.
Which is important
Yes.
because audience, you
Yes.
guys are probably doing things that are safe for school.
Right. All right. Just another thing from Google I don't think is a big deal. Okay. Mine for Google was, did you know that you can customize your notification settings in Google Docs? So if you go into Tools and go down to Notification Settings, you can turn on notifications whenever there's a new comment or task activity, but also whether or not content has been added or removed from that Google Doc. So that is not on. You have to go turn that on. But I thought that was kind of interesting because as a teacher, or if you have a doc that you've been working on, and sometimes you have people who are challenged by the technology, and if you have someone like that you're collaborating with on a doc or something and you want to kind of keep tabs on what's happening in there, might be something to turn on.
Yeah. And then remember, you can always go into your revision history and bring things back if someone happened to delete all the things.
All of the things.
It's probably also a good thing when you collaborate with someone on a podcast and you have a shared document and maybe your co-host doesn't like your ideas and she just likes to delete them every once in a while.
I didn't delete them. I let you read your dumb Google update. I mean,
she did preface it with that it's dumb.
Everyone else, I just don't think it's exciting.
Everyone else thinks it's awesome.
Yes, they do. I know they do. Okay.
All
I
right.
had one other one. This is also not that big of a deal because you could already insert emojis into Google Docs, but you had to do it in through characters. But now it's one click less. So under the insert, you can just go to insert emoji and it pops up the emoji menu where before you had to go into characters and search through all, do a drop down of emojis. So it's all right there.
So no big deal.
No big deal, but one less click.
One less click.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Couple new to us.
Sure.
Tools.
Yeah.
So we just kind of went through some Google updates there. So new to us tools. Whatever.
Okay.
So this is, I feel like there's a new AI tool every time I turn around.
Yeah. Every time a bell rings.
An AI tool gets its wings.
Yes.
All right.
That's true.
So this newly winged AI tool.
Is it new? It's new to us.
New to us.
Right.
You know, it could have been around forever.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. It's called Revision History. No. That's
No,
not the
that's
one.
not the one you were
That's not the
talking
one.
about.
That's not the one I was talking about.
No.
Sorry.
Which one are you going to talk about?
I
Just
was
spit it
going to
out.
talk about my Lens AI.
Oh, okay. Good.
So this is a timeline building tool. And so it's very simple, very clean interface. It just has basically an input button or input place where you say, here's what I want a timeline built about. And so you can build a timeline around the history of pizza. You can build a timeline around the life of Genghis Khan or whatever you might want to build the timeline around. And then it just automatically generates that timeline for you. You can then download the image of the timeline if you wanted to use it somewhere. Unfortunately, you can't edit or change what it generates in any way as of right now. But we'll keep our eye on it and see if any of that changes. But it's a very simple little tool. So my Lens AI, and that's a timeline generation tool.
Okay. We actually had one introduced to us also this morning. We had our team meeting, and Corey Rogers had shown this to Lynn Kleinmeyer, who was in charge of our icebreaker. Now, whether or not you know this about me, I hate icebreakers. But this one actually was a fun icebreaker because you didn't have to do like something silly and dumb or embarrassing, but you got to make generate a topic for a song, and it generated the verses or the chorus. I guess it was the chorus.
I think it was a chorus and one verse.
One verse and the chorus. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got to choose kind of the melody of which it would pair itself. And it was kind of a fun way to share. Like, I didn't actually sing mine, but I did read it like a poem.
It was like a spoken word poetry. It was beautiful.
Yes,
Mindy.
it really was. Mine was about meatballs. And so it was kind of a fun way to, try AI, kind of laugh with one another. And I thought it was a really good icebreaker. But I think one of the things that Corey mentioned, and you might speak better to this too, is that because it was mostly rhyme, right? That you could maybe within a literacy class of some sort kind of tear some of those lyrics apart and talk about, what makes a good poem or what makes a good song or what's the syntax, the beat, the what to use some poetry. The meter.
Meter would be like the beat, or syntax. Would be
I thought syntax was a poem.
Well,
Something.
It's just the way that sentences are constructed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Things that I don't care about too. So anyway, so girljams.ai, and we'll link that in the show notes.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. Yeah. It also generates. It generates the album cover art. Using Stable Diffusion.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get with
true.
Stable Diffusion. So my album cover art, apparently,
it was
disturbing.
It was. Your arms and legs had melded into one.
It was. It looked
scary.
Kind of like a monster
but it was also
upside down.
It kind of matched your mood this morning too. So
I was feeling a little
made sense.
Grumpy.
Oh, yeah.
My washing machine broke.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
All right. So now I will share about revision history.
Yes.
And so this is just in addition to revision history that's built into Google Docs. This is just a little extension. What it does do that's a little different is allow you to see like large chunks of text that were copied and pasted into a doc. It allows you to see the amount of time that you've spent writing something, so you can kind of see like how long a student has been working on a particular thing. And then it also has a beta version of seeing like kind of a real-time video of the piece of writing being generated. And so just something to check out. It's a Chrome extension, and we'll put the link to that in the show notes as well.
And then I just have an update because we've already talked about Magic School AI, but they just launched Magic School AI 3.0. And I happened to come across something today. I've not looked at this at all, but this part isn't new, that it would generate questions based on a YouTube video for you, but now it will export those questions into Google Forms.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So I just happened to see that right before we started, so I tossed that in there. So that's more of an update, but probably something to take a look at. It looks different in there. Every time I go in there, it looks different. But today it looks much different than it had when I was there, like maybe a couple weeks ago. So
yeah.
Proceed with caution. I think one of the things we're wondering about Magic School too is there are becoming some paid for features within there.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye out for that kind of stuff too.
They keep on teasing that there's going to be some big
changes
in January.
Yes. Changes. So, don't fall in love with any of these AI tools too much, because
Don't go falling in love.
I mean, maybe we need to rename the title of this podcast.
These are a few of our favorite nuggets
to like how many song references can we make? And yes. All right. And then back to, we haven't had this for a little bit, but the Grant Wood Corner booth, we have some workshops coming up. We have a student engagement through metacognition Instructional Coaches Workshop. The January 19th one, I believe, is full or almost full, but we also have one February 23rd, 2024. So if you're interested in that and you're an educator within our area, you know how to find us. So just know that those two things are out there.
You can just get in your car and come here. You don't have to get in your time machine and go back to 2020.
That's right. Okay.
All right. And then we have another course that's coming up here in the early spring. It is an AI and education course. It's 2 days, and those 2 days could also be just taken individually as individual workshops too. And so day one is kind of an overview of what is AI, and then day two is more of like applications for AI in the classroom. And so the dates for those are February 13th, that is the What is AI Day, and then March 5th. Both of those days can also be taken just together for one recertification credit, and then there'll be a little bit of asynchronous work that needs to be done with that too for recertification credit. And you can definitely find both of those courses in our PD system, and so go ahead and go look for those, and we'll put the course numbers in the show notes as well.
And to kind of wrap up the show, I am not on X very often, but I was on X and came across this image from, actually it was from TCA, and it's called December Self-Care, and I really liked it because I do think December comes with a lot of emotions for people. You maybe like me, you love December and you love the holidays and find a lot of comfort in those traditions. You may be someone who finds December to be a challenge and stressful and anxiety, and maybe have mixed emotions about those things. But this December little infographic is kind of a reminder of things to maybe think about during this time, like untangle some conflicts you may have, or shine a light on yourself, or appreciate your home, or send love to someone, or hang up your old regrets. I really liked it because I thought it was kind of a nice mix of happy and sad at the same time. So I put a link to that image from Twitter in the show notes too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So take care of yourself this month. So we're going to see you in the new year, and you can always reach out to us at podcast@gwaea.org. But until next time.
This has been the EdTech Takeout. We hope it hit the spot.